The other day, Gus got loose. I let him loose in the garden. Oh, that's right, I showed that. I let him loose in the garden because that's a safe space for him because it's semi-fenced in. And I looked in the garden. I did not see anything unusual. As soon as he got in there, a fox darted out and he chased it off out into the woods because I wasn't holding the leash. I know. You don't want to be reminded. Oh my gosh, I know I did that. Then I had a dream that he attacked a fox and had injured its back legs, and it was going into a hole in a low area of ground. It was kind of weird. I don't know how you can explain it. Like high on both sides with a hole in the I can't explain it. Anyway, in not flat ground. And that was a dream. And then I had another dream that I was with these guys in some kind of a Jeep kind of Range Rover kind of vehicle, big. And they said, I don't know, we're gonna go get there were lions everywhere. And for whatever reason, they had to kill the lions. It was in the camp, whatever. They went off. And I came with them to help them to do the same. But all I had was a stinking little Luger that looked like the barrel was like about the width of a pencil. And I thought, well, this isn't gonna work on a lion. And I started looking around. I said, I didn't bring any. Was I supposed to bring my own weapons for this little expedition? And then I think they said they had everything. But anyway, yeah, they took out a couple of lions. And yeah, that apparently had a need to be done. You can't have lions eating people. That's not cool. So that happened in my dream. What else lately? I still keep worrying about Toby being out here and being the bottom of the lower end of the food chain in his own yard. I always said that's not good. Gus is the top end of the food chain in this yard. Or wait, I guess the humans are top and then he's next. But no fox is gonna be a problem for him. Every once in a while I come across some deers as I'm out and you're just standing there face to face with them, and I sit there and go, I hope this thing doesn't like charge me. I should be more aware. When I'm working in a house, I'm usually looking down. I'm not looking up. So you can look up and then all of a sudden go, oh, wow, there's a deer here. Should probably be aware of that. So, and last week we had Simpert of Augsburg with a picture of a baby, and it's in the mouth of what I'm gonna take to be a she-wolf. That was interesting, and all those stories about a bear was supposed to martyr a saint, but instead it just sat there and licked his feet because it was terrified of the saint, and different stories. So, and then today is Saint Ursula, who was martyred with either 11 or 11,000 maidens plus some men, because men aren't maidens, at least not in the old days. A man wouldn't be a maiden. Today, anything goes. It can be anything. Whatever someone comes up with in their imagination. If they say it's so, if it's their truth, then that's what it is, right? That's the qualifier for anything. If it's your truth, then it's real. But that's not how reality works. What is true is true. It's factual. Anyway, and then I heard Victoria's Secret. I saw on the internet that Victoria's Secret had 2 transgender men in their, whatever they call it. They have some yearly fashion show, and apparently 2 men were in that. Yuck. What in the world? That's wrong. Anyway, so Toby. 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 We just talked about this. Men and women become husbands and wives, and that's where the activity should be. I guess dogs are different. They just kind of, that's why we call them dogs. You dog. Anyway, let's ask all the saints to pray for Saint Ursula. Pray for us. Really, God help us. You talk about Sodom and Gomorrah. You talk about sacrificing our babies. Literally sacrificing our babies for the sake of convenience and abortion. What happened to your ear, boy? That's awfully red, isn't it? Anyway, we sacrifice our babies at the altar of convenience. For the most part, let's be real. Most of the time. It's not a life and death situation. Most times it's not because of some assault or incest or anything else. Most of the time abortion is because someone did something that they don't want, they didn't want to get pregnant. They did what they wanted to do, and then the consequences came and they didn't want to pay the bill. That's the bill. It's not like it happens every time. But anyway, yeah, this is a messed up world. Till death do us part means, or until I just decide I don't want to be married anymore and we can get a divorce. I mean, that certainly makes things easier to, yeah, so, and then men saying they're women, and so that makes it true, and women saying they're men, and that makes it true. No, that just means that that's what they're saying. That doesn't make it true at all. Anyway, let's ask all the saints to pray for us. Saint Ursula, pray for us. Who else? Let's ask all the saints to pray for us.